name is Timmy Joe. I make videos about computers on the internet. Yeah, that's right. It's a nice new case here, eh? Got that new case smell. And yeah, we're here. This is a new case review, but mostly backstory. Basically, I had Threadripper on the desk here, and it was being just neglected. Because on the set here, I'm not going to edit videos. The seat's too hard. It hurts my butt. So I requested from a company I work with, quite frequently, Vivo, a chance to review this case here. It's the Vivo V08 because, my goodness, it looks cool. Look at all those spinning fans in the front of there. They're this crazy, weird fan design that I've never seen before with a ring of blue LEDs around them. And got some pretty cool stuff on here. Tempered glass. And as we'll see in a second, this is a very cost-effective case, too. But it's not all sunshine and rainbows. Oh, no. There will be a few things wrong with this. And unfortunately, that's just the way the cookie crumbles. So, Vivo, being a pretty sweet little manufacturer of cases and such and things. Actually, they make a lot of mounting systems for computers. I think probably more for industrial stuff, but this is a monitor mount that they got me, and it works very, very well. Tilt, swivels, all that stuff. And then they also have sent me cases in the past. There's this one, the Vivo V07. Comes with support for up to 8 fans, but it comes with 3 of them. And you know what? Looks like maybe a paper shredder or a toaster or something, but it's pretty awesome. It's got a basement. It's got this removable panel that allows you to access here with some screws falling out from me neglecting putting it back together properly. But acrylic side panel, that gets scratched easily. And the front, there's room for radiators. It's got a basement to put your hard drives and your power supply in. So I thought this is pretty damn cool. And then they did send me another one at one point. Boom. The V06, actually the white one. I still have it here, and much the same. It's acrylic, and has blue LED fans in the front of it. It's actually got nice stuff like magnetic dust filters that come off of it. Fits pretty. You could fit an AIO in this too, probably pretty easily. So when I saw this one, tempered glass, really cool fan design. As long as it's up to par with the other ones and it's cheap. Because these have been pretty cheap. They're like all under $50. Then it's going to be an amazing value. It'll be totally worth looking at. So here she is. $76.99 on Amazon. All this stuff's available on Amazon. You can check out links in the description. I was like, man, that's a good looking case. I get it in there. Finally, they had one to send me, and I built a system in it, and I was all very, very hopeful. I actually put my Ryzen 7 1700 in here with a new Enermax AIO, and when I got to testing the AIO, I'm like, something is up here. What the hell's going on? Thought maybe the AIO was broken, like the pump wasn't working right, or I don't know what was going on. Just bad temperatures, and the fans were ramping up all the time, having a super hard time keeping things cool. And then I kind of got to the idea that it was actually this case, unfortunately. So we'll get to that in just a second. And actually how I fixed it and how you could fix it at home, and it's still a pretty good deal for the price that you're getting this thing for and all the features it includes. So much like a lot of tempered glass cases, it just has screws that come out, and then there's little rubber grommets that hold the little holes in the glass in so you can access it. But I have a 240mm AIO in here, and there you go. Looks nice inside here. And you could fit a really big graphics card in there, even though you could fit an AIO. And it has a basement where you can hide your power supply and up to 3 hard drives. Little like sliding trays for those too. I put my own LED strip in there, but you can get those from Vivo too. And so like redeeming, nice qualities here. I really like the case. You slide this in here, slide this over here, like that and that, and then you just like button these up, and kind of sucks you're gonna get your fingerprints on them. You have to be really careful getting this back on, but I have absolutely no problem with the inside of this case. Just for the sake of the quickness of the video, I'm just gonna quick mount this and fix it later. The problem is the front panel where those crazy awesome fans are housed. It is not well designed at all. And I did some research on Amazon, and a lot of people are having the same problem. When you mount a rad here specifically, you end up starving it because those fans are almost just for show in this original, in its original iteration. I have, however, fixed it. So you can pop this off pretty easily. Basically, this tempered glass piece here, I've pushed it off with some shims, allowing air to suck through here, not just through the sides, because this thing is built too shallow, and when you mount fans in it, the fans actually pressed right up against the glass originally. And when I really started to look into it, I took the front panel off. All of a sudden, the AIO was working perfectly. I'm like, there is something up with this. So as you see in this B-roll here, I took old Noctua, some hardware from a Noctua cooler, and I shimmed out this glass here and made it so it will work for my case. Let's pop this back on. Which is just a real shame because these fans actually come with a little controller here on the top. You can increase their speed, decrease their speed. You can plug them into your motherboard if you want, but it plugs into a Molex and has lights up all the LEDs, as well as you get a 2-speed control and a 2-brightness control right on the top of the case, which I thought was really cool. You can even turn them off. I thought that was really cool. So it's super shame that the fans in the front end up being pretty much useless. Yes, a little bit of air gets in from the side and from the bottom, but because the fan is pressed right up against the glass, it's basically moving no air behind it, through it, and it ends up being useless, and it actually starved the AIO. So I contacted Vivo. I wanted to see what they had to say. I wanted to see if there was some remedy to this, and they basically said, we kind of know about the issue. In the manual, it says make sure you're using your own AIO fans because those fans will do nothing to help a rad, which kind of sucks. But I guess they've also seen problems where the mounting solution for the little mounters on the glass pop off, which I had happen to me. They're basically super glued on, which is kind of befuddling to me because they put holes in this panel and put grommets through it and screws through it. How come they couldn't do that to that front one? I don't know. But they basically super glued the little nipples onto there that you put screws into, and one of mine was broken when I got it. So that means that eventually all of them might come loose and your tempered glass front panel might just go. Maybe you put the computer hard down on the table or something like that. It really sucks because for $76.99, if this worked well, if it worked as I thought it was going to be, I was going to recommend this as the ultimate case, even up to $100. For $76.99, this is the best case for under $100, for under $80 you could ever imagine to buy. And I find it really hard to recommend it at this point, now that it is so fundamentally flawed out of the box, and it'll require some tooling around and for you to source some parts to do what I've done to fix it. So hopefully they'll fix that in a future iteration, maybe a Vivo V8 version 2, maybe the V09 will be something closer to perfection. But unless you can tinker, unless you want to tinker and think it's worth it to tinker on something that you're buying for $76.99, unfortunately, it's not. It's not the deal I hoped it would be. It might actually work out all right if you have, just a standard tower cooler too. I have not tested that, but I think it's not even worth mentioning. Because you're getting the idea that you have 3 really powerful, awesome fans with a voltage control switch on the top, and it ends up that the fans don't push much air at all. I'm at Watch Timmy Joe on Instagram and Twitter. I really hope Vivo will continue to send me their products because they are awesome. They're bang up. And with one little mistake like this that could easily be corrected, I will totally forgive them as a manufacturer as long as they're willing to kind of move past this. But I will admit, I'm a little disappointed, and I'd only recommend this case if you're willing to do a little bit of tinkering. I will see you guys in another video. I'm at Watch Timmy Joe on Instagram and Twitter, and we will see you in another video.